If you're a restaurant that adds a service charge to the guest check, there's been a recent court decision that affects you. An appeals court has determined that a mandatory service charge can be a tip. The CRA disagrees with that determination, and past rulings by other courts have declared that a mandatory service charge is not a tip. But legal arguments aside, our goal right now is to be sure you have all the information you need so you can comply with this law. And here's the bottom line. If you add a service charge to the guest check, you have to be sure all the dollars collected from that service charge are distributed to your service staff. You may be wondering, what if I distribute most of the service charge to service staff, but I'm using a portion of it to boost the pay of the kitchen staff or to help cover the rent increase? You can do that, but you have to disclose to the customer that the service charge isn't going to the service staff. That can be done on your menus, for example, or on catering contracts. So how did this issue come to be in court? The case is at a very early stage and is actually ongoing. Most recently, it was heard by the California Court of Appeals. It was brought by a server who worked a banquet facility in San Francisco. She sued her employer, alleging that there was a mandatory service charge added to the banquet contracts for food and beverages, but servers didn't receive that money. According to the plaintiff, that employer did pay some of the money to other workers and to managers, but not to servers. The appeals court sided with the server, but this also left open some questions, like, are there times when a service charge is not a tip? And why couldn't a service charge be shared with kitchen workers as well? Especially since the law today allows tips to be shared with kitchen workers. The appeals court sent this back to the lower court for further proceedings. And the Supreme Court of California is currently considering whether to review the decision. For now, if you're a restaurant who adds a service charge to the guest check and it doesn't all go to the service staff, you need to have that disclosure we just talked about. At the CRA, we want you to have guidance that you can print, read, and keep referring back to if you need to. So we've asked our legal partners to update our white paper on this topic. Once we have this one updated, it will be posted to the Industry Insights section of our website, and we'll let you know to look for it. I'm Sabrina. Thank you for watching.